Hello, voiceover calm here. These are all the seeds I'm going to be sowing, hopefully for this year in the garden. I'm most excited about the sweet peas. They are a new variety that I'm going to try this year, as well as the echinacea. The basils are also new for me. I have sown basil before, but not these particular ones. I'm hoping to get lots and lots for pesto and a whole bunch of cosmos, some which I collected from my plants last year, and another new variety which I picked up along with the sweet peas. So there's going to be a lot of cosmos. I love cosmos. Only I said last year, if ever I have a garden and I only ever grow one thing, that one thing would be cosmos. So here I am with all my cosmos seeds. I was not very sparse with them. I was quite liberal. This is far too many seeds to be sowing. I had no control, but I love them. I will cherish each and every single one of these plants. So I'm very excited to have this many seeds going in. The reason I had so many cosmos was because I wanted to see if there would be a difference in germination of the original seeds and the seeds that I collected from my plants last year. So there was a bit of an experiment going on, which accounts for why there were so many. But spoiler alert, they all germinated. So there was absolutely no difference between the original seed, which was 2 years old, and the seeds that I collected from last year's plants. Echinacea are another of my favourite plants. I've never sown them and grown them myself, but my mum's had them in the garden, and I've seen them in public gardens in late summer, early autumn, and they are just so beautiful. I love their shape. I love their colour. They're just a perfect plant to me. So I'm really excited to try sowing my own, and I'm really, really hopeful that I get some. 1 or 2 would be lovely. I don't really know what I'm doing with them, so I'm just hoping. The seeds are going in, and there is just some prayer, and we'll see what comes up. Basil for me is another essential plant. In previous years, I've done companion planting where I've sown tomatoes, and the basils have gone in with those, as well as my nasturtiums. And I just love fresh basil in summer. It is so delicious. So I'm really, really hoping these come through. And I'm excited to try the black basil because I've never had that before. So that's very exciting to me. In terms of watering seeds, instead of doing it from the top so they all just kind of swill around, I'm putting them in a basin of water and allowing the water to drag the seeds down. It just works better. You can soak your seeds, but also ensure that they're not just going to get all pushed to the edges and have them all clumping, which would be really annoying and make pricking out a lot more difficult. These seeds are all going inside a summer house, inside a greenhouse, or inside a greenhouse, inside a summer house, I should say. So hopefully they're going to maximise on any sun that comes into this space. They are going to keep their moisture because they'll be inside the plastic greenhouse, and hopefully there will be lots of light and heat for them to germinate and grow really strong, because it is not the best weather this year. I am a little bit worried about how wet and dark and cold it's been, but I'm really hopeful these will come good. It's 15th of April and it is raining like crazy and it is super windy. No idea if you can even hear anything I'm saying, but I'm gonna go look at my seeds. I can't wait any longer. they are calling to me, so I need to go and have a look and see how they are doing. Oh my god, we have seeds! This is so exciting. I have seedlings popping up in every single tray. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I planted, well, I sowed all these seeds on the Easter weekend, so a couple of weeks ago, well, maybe about 10 days ago. And they've all come out. I think I have enough cosmos to serve the whole of North England. Not North England, where am I? East of England. Look at this. Oh my goodness, they're so tall. We've already got true leaves. So these are the seedling leaves, and I've already got true leaves coming through. So these are proper little plants ready to prick out and get up into their forever pots. Haven't decided how they're gonna go yet, or what I'm gonna put them in. So these are cosmos that I've sown seed from, which I collected from plants that I grew last year. And then these are a new variety that I bought seed from this year, and it's apricotta. So they're going to be a really cute kind of peachy pinky colour. The ones that I collected from last year are really, well, they're a bit of a mix of really bright pink, almost like a hot pink, to white, so light pinks and hot pinks. And then here we have some teeny tiny seedlings of my echinaceas. So we've got two coming up there, one in there. There's one teeny tiny one here. They're poking through, so that's exciting. We have basils. So these are pretty obviously different. So we've got the green basils, these are the Genovese, and then these are the red basils. I'm gonna hopefully have a lot of basil to make my own pesto. And then we've got my sweet peas, which are looking amazing. I'm so happy. I was really worried that I had left it too late and I wasn't going to have any sweet peas. I really would like to sow some more. I have a lot more seed, but I'm glad I've got at least 3 of each, or 3 pots of each. So this one is one I had last year, so I saved these seeds from my own plants. And then these are new seeds, which are called Enchanter, which I got at the same time as the Apricotta Cosmos, and they just looked really lovely. So, oh my goodness, I'm so excited with all my seeds. I can't wait to pot them all up. I mean, these guys need to come out ASAP, but the weather is not good today. It is so windy and so wet, and I have a lot of other stuff to do in the house, so it's not really going to be a garden day today, unfortunately, but I will have to come out. I might have to use my my mum's potting shed to pot these guys up. Let's have a look at the seeds outside. Actually, I've just remembered that we sowed some tubs outside, so let's go and see what they look like. The thing about being here is there are ladybirds everywhere. Look at this guy, he's just hanging out. He's just chilling. braving the elements. So we've got one seed here, one seed tub. There were, I think there was some cosmos in here. We've also got some cornflowers, some generic bee and butterfly bird mix. And we just got a bunch of random seeds in here, and they look like they are all coming up. There's all these different leaf shapes. So there's definitely a mixture of things in here, which is really exciting. So hopefully we'll have 2 amazing wildflower meadow pots, which you can see these leaves have still got their little seed pods on. It's really cute. Yeah, it's really wet and cold, so I might have to go inside, but I'm so happy. Oh, I need to shut the greenhouse. I'm so happy I'm gonna have so many annual seeds again this year. I'm really glad I took the initiative to sow some seeds over the Easter weekend when I came home briefly before moving here permanently, so that these guys were waiting for me. That's just given me a lovely little boost, something to look forward to get me through a few grueling days of unpacking and organising, and I can't wait. I can't wait for my flowers to come up. And there are so many more things to sow, but yeah, it's still middle of April, so hopefully I can get a few things out maybe this coming weekend. And I'll do a few succession sowings of things just in case the original ones don't make it. So I might do some more sweet peas, as I've only got 6 pots of those. I don't think I need any more cosmos. And if I have any more basil, I might sow more basil, because I have a big vision of this like giant basil plant which just keeps going all through the summer. So yes, very exciting. I'm hiding hiding from the wind and the rain. It is pretty gross outside, so I'm very thankful that we've got we've got an indoor space. So yes, we will see in the next update. Probably would be potting on, so how exciting. Voiceover calm again. So in this section I'm going to be potting up my cosmos. They are getting super leggy in the summer house, so they need to get out of their seedling pots to be given any chance of survival. They really need potting on, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And while I do that, I'm going to be chatting about what I am wanting to do with this YouTube channel for the time being, kind of what my intentions are, and just explain a little bit about what's going on, really. Here are my cosmos seedlings, which have all grown super well. They are desperate for a repot. They are very tall. I don't know, what's that, 6 inches, 5 inches? I don't actually know. But they are definitely needing a repot. So I'm gonna pop them all into little individual trays, and then hopefully I will have an abundance of cosmos flowers this year. Okay, so I am currently in a very unexpected place in my life. I have moved back to my childhood home to live with my mum, my stepdad and my brother. Basically, my relationship of 10 years ended very suddenly. I was completely blindsided by the whole thing. I had no idea there was anything wrong until it was too late. And it's completely turned my life upside down. So I was very much expecting to spend the rest of my life with this person. I was wanting to spend the rest of my life with this person. I wanted to experience life with this person, and to no longer have them wanting to be with me was incredibly difficult to process. I then had to navigate completely moving, relocating myself and a cat and all my things, and in the space of a month I was back home. I'm so thankful that I do have somewhere to come home to, so that's something, and it's such a beautiful place. So if I'm going to be healing from heartbreak anywhere, this seems like the best place than any to do so. So really what I'm trying to be mindful of is just figuring out who I am now that I'm my own person again. I was with someone for 10 years and that was my entire adult life until now. We got together when we were 18, 19, so the whole of my adult life has been only knowing who I am with this other person. So I am now going to learn who I am by myself, and to do that I want to really focus on finding things that bring me joy, doing things that I love to do and that fill me spiritually, emotionally, just figuring out what lifts me up as a person generally. And yeah, I want to really just be present in everything that I'm doing. There are so many things that I love to do and that I want to do and that I've wanted to do for so long and I haven't. So now is a great opportunity for me to really embrace that curiosity and just go for it. One of those things was starting a YouTube channel, but I never really knew what I wanted to do. I never really thought I was a very interesting person, to be honest, but I realised that actually I just want to remember my life and the things that matter to me most. And at the moment, one of those major things is gardening and plants and nature, and kind of an extension of that is exploring my childhood home. Now that I have the opportunity to do it as an adult, it seems like an amazing time to kind of just explore further afield where I wasn't able to when I was younger. And the other thing that I love to do is being creative, making art, just doing anything with my hands, painting, crochet, DIY projects, literally anything. I want to explore everything and anything, basically. And I realised that I love to share things with people, and what better way to do that than video? So that's what the YouTube channel is about currently. It's just going to be me sharing all the things that I'm going to do on my journey to healing and hopefully finding myself and just recovering from the heartache and trying to feel at peace with the situation that I found myself in. I don't want to be stuck mourning for something that I thought I had and just wasting my life, because that would be so unfair, and I don't want that for me. So by making videos and actively trying to just do things and share things with people, I think I will hold myself accountable, and that will help me to get through those really, really awful times where I'm lying in bed at night, in the dark, in the silence, feeling sad and lost, and everything that comes with, breakups. I'm not really going to be talking about that, but I think it's important to know sort of the context behind where I am at the moment. So yeah, that's the direction for the moment that this channel will go in. I'll just be sharing lots of stuff that I like to do. I'm going to be documenting the garden, and just romanticizing my country life, basically, and finding who I am. So that's where the title of the channel comes from. Finding a calm life. I'm finding my life. I'm finding me. I want to be at peace and calm. So that's kind of where that all ties in. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So yeah, it's going to be a really strange but interesting, and hopefully in time exciting and wholesome and meaningful few months ahead. It's going to take a lot of time to get over this, but I owe it to myself to make the most of these opportunities and just live life to the very fullest that I could possibly live. I think there's something really symbolic about the fact that this has happened just as spring has started. Like, there is a significant sense of new beginnings and revival, and I see myself in the plants that are coming up out of months of darkness and cold, and they are thriving. So I'm hoping that this is me, the start of me coming up, new, fresh, strong, healthy plant, and I'm going to thrive in my own garden. And it sounds really corny, but this is the vibe that I am going to try and emulate for myself. So if you stick around and watch my various videos, whatever I get up to, then that's great. I'd love to share everything and anything that I do with everyone. So yeah, watch this space.